A lot of credit to Kevin and those young kids and James Siakam. I've got tremendous respect for that young man and the courage and the leadership that he's been providing for that team from day one for so many young kids. And once again, Kevin has proven why he's one of the better coaches in the country. It's you know, he and I were joking before the game that you know, a couple years ago we weren't very good and neither was he. And here we are 2 years later, and we both like our teams a lot, and yet our records don't show that. But a lot of credit to Kevin. A lot of credit to Kevin and those young kids he has.
Right, Kevin mentioned you put in some new things with some cutters and some things. And there are a lot of things you just hadn't seen out of him this year.
Yeah, I mean, he changed some entries to set us up for some back cuts. And early in the game, they got 2 or 3 back cuts. And here's my thing. I credit him for that, but those back cuts is not what bothered us. Yeah, you know, they got some back cuts the first 6 minutes of the game or whatever, and then the game settled down, and we adjusted to the adjustments he made, and those back cuts weren't there again. You know, and in the second half, you know, they put their big boy. James Siakam said, "We're not losing," and we didn't respond. He led his team. And then we didn't have anybody stand up and answer the bell for what James Siakam was doing. And once again, lead in the second half on the road, and we get beat.
What bothered you the most about the 18-0 run as far as what you guys did not do?
Didn't get a rebound, got beat off the dribble. That's what beat us. It wasn't back cuts. It was just not guarding the basketball. Complete breakdowns on our rotations when people got beat off the dribble. We just fell apart, completely fell apart defensively. And you're up 12 or whatever we were. I was told, I could be wrong, that from that point forward, we were 3 for 18 from the field. Can't win on the road. You make 3 field goals for your last 18 shots. It's just not going to happen.
Dwayne went out before, and you're up 10, and then the running goes. How much did you miss him being out there?
Yeah, it hurt us. He's got to learn to not grab people off the ball. You know, it's those are bad plays. That's completely against what we teach, and that's part of his growth. He's got to learn to stop grabbing guys off the ball because those are fouls. And if they did it to us, I'd be upset if they didn't call it.
And Siakam, you talked about him. Is it the energy he brings?
Oh, I love him. I used to have a team full of guys like that at K-State, and that's what we're trying to build there. I love that. I love his enthusiasm, his strength, his toughness, his passion. Maybe he's none of those things, but as an outsider, that's the impression he gives me. And his demeanor is contagious. You know, it's contagious, and it gets people wanting to play with that kind of same strength, enthusiasm, and toughness.
Your rebounding has been so good all year, and then in the second half, they killed you on the boards. I think Stroman had more boards than the big guys.
It's embarrassing, don't you think? You know, we couldn't guard the ball, couldn't get a rebound. I don't think we grabbed an offensive rebound in the second half. I don't think we grabbed a defensive rebound from the 12-point lead on. And we couldn't guard the dribble. That's a bad recipe. But it's, give them credit. We were in control of the game, and then young kids said, nope, it ain't happening. And they beat us to the punch. I mean, if those last 10 minutes, if this was a boxing match, I would have thrown in the white towel. That's how bad we were getting beat.
Any more questions?
And Siakam and LaChance, were they the toughest things to stop there at the end?
I'm sorry?
Siakam and LaChance.
Well, what happened with LaChance is that we stopped guarding the basketball. So then, you know, they drove us. So now you have to rotate. And we got sucked in too deep. We had bad rotations. You give LaChance enough open shots, it's just a matter of time. And as soon as he saw the first one go in, then everyone after that went in too. And, you know, in the first half, you know, we continued to challenge his looks. So he never got a clean one. Early in the second half, we were doing some of the same thing. But then we just stopped guarding the basketball. And they were driving us from every spot, not just one. And then offensive rebounds, kick out, 3, and then you start don't guard the ball, so now the backside guy doesn't rotate because LeChance just made one, so then they get, I don't know, tomahawk dunks that just break the rim. Give them credit. They made the plays to win the game.
Dwayne, can you just talk about how you guys felt when you were up 12 and then you could sort of see it slipping away and they put that run together and maybe, I don't know, you feel helpless? I know you were on the bench quite a bit during that time, but did you seem helpless to you?
As a team, you just gotta be able to withstand the run that another team gives against us, and I think we kind of gave in to the pressure of what they were doing to us, and we didn't have anybody who was able to kind of just step up and just have, get stops and score the ball or get rebounds. So if we want to be good in the future, we're gonna have to come collectively as a team to be able to do that.
Frank, would you like to see some Darius take more shots?
You gotta take the shots that are there. Gotta take the shots that are there. We got guys on our team, not just him, that continue to pass up. When you attack a defense and you crack it and somebody gets the opening to shoot it or drive it, that person has to have the courage to go make that play. Right now, we're all sitting back waiting for the next guy to make the play, and we never attack the defense when we make it vulnerable. Once again, I didn't think our offensive execution was bad. We just got to have some courage and go make a play when the situation calls for it. It's we cut it. They went on that big run, and then we called the timeout. We ran a set that we run, got a 3-point play out of it. All right, hold the waters down, go down, give up 3 offensive rebounds on 3 consecutive free throws. That's hard to win when you do those things.
Any more questions?